Okay, now we've got a login form. We know we can get the user object back from the API. Let's go back to VS Code and store this token somewhere. So let's just clean up the others on here. And what we'll do is we'll go to our common store first of all. And the common store we'll use as a place where we're going to store our token. So what we'll do inside the common store, we'll add a property for the token. And the token is going to be either a string or it's going to be null, and we'll give it an initial value of null. And we'll also add another property in here, and we'll call it apploaded, and we'll set it to false initially. And what we'll do is we'll just create a couple of methods so that we can set both of these properties. So we'll have a method called setToken, and this is going to take a token, which is a type of string, or it's going to be null. And we'll say if there is a token, then what we're going to do is we're going to store our token in the browser's local storage. So we'll say if there is a token, then window.localStorage, we'll say setItem, and then we just give this a key and the value. So the key we'll use for the token is JWT, and the value, of course, will be the token itself. And what we'll also do is set the token inside here and say this.token equals token. And then what we'll do is we'll say set, or add another method called setApploaded. And what we'll do is just say this.apploaded equals true. And what we'll do then is we'll go back to our user store. And inside our login method, what we can do is set our token from inside here. So once we've got the user object back, then we can say store, and we'll bring in store from store, and then we can get access to our common store, and we can say set token, and we'll specify user.token. What we'll also do is set our user object inside here. So we'll say list.user equals user. Now remember what we need to do after the await in this case. Our user is available in the next tick, so if we want to modify an observable, then it has to be inside an action. And that means we need to use the run in action here rather than just setting it directly. So we'll specify run in action, and then we'll say list.user equals user. And what we'll also do is we'll push the user to a new location after they've successfully logged in. So what we'll do is we'll get access to our history, and we need to bring this in from our index.tsx. So make sure you get the right one, rather than one of these other history objects. We need this one. And then we can say history.push, and we can say /activities. And what we'll also do whilst we're here, we'll add a logout method that takes no parameters. And we'll say store.commonStore.setToken, and we'll specify null as the token. And we'll say window.localStorage, and we'll say remove item, and we'll use the key JWT to remove the token from local storage, and then we'll say list.user equals null, and we'll also redirect them back to the home page, and we'll say history.push, and we'll just use the /. So if we go and test our login again, and let's just refresh our page, and let's go back to the home page, and we click on login. And let's try and log in with a successful login this time, bob@test.com with the correct password. And we log in. Then we load our app and we get taken to the activities. Perfect. What we should also find, if we go and take a look at the application tab in our browser, in the local storage, for this URL, what we should also have is our JWT token inside there. And this is populated when we log in. Now we don't have a method to log out yet and clear this token, but we'll take a look at that next.